book review of the first book that I read for Cyber Monday, which was 12 Long Months by Brian Malloy. I didn't really like it that much, mainly because I couldn't connect to the main character of Molly. Not that not that I couldn't connect to her, she infuriated me on such a strong level that it was difficult to get through the book from her perspective. It's very whiny. Sometimes she has good reasons for being upset. Other times, I don't think she does. I don't think she should be upset. I don't think she has the right to be upset over. This is one of the main pivotal things in the book. In the later end of the book, she has all the right to be pissed at some things that happen to her, for sure. But the whole point of it is that she's in love with this guy, and while they're in high school, they both go to New York. She's still in love with him. She thinks she has a shot. Finds out he's gay, and she's upset by that. Yes, you can be upset by that. Some of her reactions, the things that she blames herself for, doesn't make sense to me. The way she talks about her weight so consistently throughout the book is like hinting that she might have an issue, but not really. She doesn't, she talks about it so much, and it becomes a little much for this book because it's not about that necessarily. And I don't think it really ever got resolved, her body issues. If it's going to be something that you're seeing throughout, then as she grows, I would think it would stop instead of her, oh, I lost weight. Now I'm less pudgy, but I still need to lose this. I felt like she should have come to a place where she was comfortable with her body, and that's not what happened necessarily. The other things, but there was two side characters that are close to the main character, and I didn't really like them. I didn't really buy it. I was kind of like, I want to like you both, but I don't like either of you that much. Then, of course, there's, going back to her, there is her borderline racist and xenophobic and homophobic comments, which she doesn't intend. She's from the small Minnesota town. She doesn't understand Minnesota town. She's from a small Minnesota town. She just doesn't understand the diversity of New York. She's like, whoa, there's a black bus driver. What? There's no black families where I'm from. I mean, there's some Latina families, but I'm like, wow. That was her first time in New York. When she first gets to New York, that is what happens. And I sit there like, oh my goodness. So, and it gets kind of worse when she asks her friend, oh, are you not allowed to date outside of your race? She asks someone this in the book. Who's her friend, by the way? But here's the thing, I absolutely loved Mark. He's so, oh, this poor, I want to give him a hug. And just he was so afraid to come out when it's hometown. And I'm just like, oh, I feel you. I mean, I'm from Chicago, so not the same thing, but I feel you, though. I feel you, Mark. And I really liked the way he developed throughout. I think Molly did get some really strong development by the end in some areas. But especially in just the way she dealt with people, definitely changed. The way she dealt with Mark, her relationship with Mark, that definitely strengthened by the end. But I don't think Molly's film was strong enough, unfortunately, for me to be like, yeah, I really love this book when it's in her perspective throughout the entire book. And of course, but what saves this book is I didn't see the twist coming. There's a twist in this book. There's a twist, there is a twist. It's I started to see it coming as it was coming up. I didn't see this coming way early on. I had no clue. I had absolutely no clue. But, probably the chapter before, probably within the pages before, I was like, it could be this, but I don't want to think it's that, but it could be this, but still, even when it did happen, I was like, what? Oh my god. There, that was me. So, that wow, the twist was really, really solid. I wish there was more book after the twist than there was. There is some more book after the twist, but like not much after the twist, and I wish there was more after the twist or more around that twist because it was just what? And that's why the twist actually, and I'm not gonna say what it is, obviously, because I'm not gonna spoil it. I wish there was alternating perspectives in the book because I wish we had gotten another perspective of that twist because like I was sitting there like what would I do in the situation of one of the characters, and I don't know how I would react, but I know it would be very interesting process to go through in your mind. And so that's why I really wanted another perspective on that scene because we didn't get that from another character. We got Molly's reaction to the twist. And this is another time where I didn't really like Molly. I didn't like the way she reacted. I thought she blows things out of proportion, or I don't know. I just didn't really like her, which is me. I mean, there's definitely some people who really, really like Molly. I know some people who really like Molly. Like, I got recommended this book by a friend who's like, I love Molly, so blah, blah. I'm like, I got to 3 pages of Molly, and I was like, I know I'm not going to like her. But I'm going to keep reading the book anyway, because I just can't. But for, like, villains are people who are just, like, horrible and do horrible things for no reason. There's a character in this book who I don't like very much, other than Molly. And they would be on the list. So, that's it. But, honestly, I'd probably get the book, because I'm not giving, I'd give this book like a 2.8, 2.9. The twist bumps it, so I end up rounding it up to a 3 because I don't do pointers, so this book's a 3 out of 5. Yay. I liked it. I liked some parts of it. I love the writing style. Brian Malloy is pretty cool. I haven't read The Year of Ice yet, but I'm going to definitely do that. It's been recommended to me by too many people, so I'm going to be reading The Year of Ice at some point. But for right now, that was 12 long months.